Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are live with Duel Links Team Wars Season 7, Week number 9. We got Switcheroo versus Sun Clan. Yo, what's up, Woo Lad? I see you in the chat. Gotta give a big happy 4th of July to all of you freedom people out there. And I will be joined shortly by monkeyboy and Shaowz. Woo Lad, I didn't even know you wanted to, man. I definitely would have. I would have asked you. Let's try to hook it up with Mr. Necrofear today. The dark one. Yo, what's up, Alex? Dopow, my bread man. Kick Shaowz for you. He's supposed to be late. For the rosters from Sun Clan, we have Turbo Man, Yasser, Arthur, Hegelian Boy, and Toxic Card. From Switcheroo, we have Yushan, Matsudi, Sov, Misaka, and Uno. Switcheroo coming in with a record of 5-3 with a plus 13 around differential. Sun Clan coming in 3-5. They're rocking that inverse, and they've got a -6 around differential, but they're looking to improve that here against Switcheroo. Sun Clan all week long, man. They've been just saying, you know, Switcheroo had an easy division. Every team in their division was free, and Sun Clan's coming through to kick their butt. So you know, these things are gonna work out nicely. I'm just waiting on my friend Monkey Boy here. He's coming on. He's on his way, is what I've heard. He's swinging vine to vine right now. Yo, what's up, Kiruma Disturbia? What's good? Ricky in the chat as well. What's good? How be y'all? And I gotta give a big shout out to Alex Dopow. He is our esteemed referee for the match. He's getting everything underway in the match channel. He just told these people to start. Says you better hurry up too. Timer's ticking. That's what he said, man. He's ruthless. Looks like Turbo Man gonna be our bottom player.
Hi Heinz, you seemed lonely.
I am lonely. What's good?
I'm chilling. I feel bad. I had to lead a dark, like Duel Links lounge, like basically like near the end of the match, because my parents were like, "Oh, we're eating now," and everybody's here, so you have to leave. I'm like, oops.
Swag's like, who let Woo in here? Who did I just say was going to be the top player? Yushan? Yeah, Yushan. It took me a second. Even though we've been on call a couple times together, I didn't recognize your voice right away.
Probably because my voice dropped from puberty, you know?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It sounded like somebody sedated PDS. That's what I thought happened.
Thanks. I think comparing me to PDS is a compliment. I'll take it.
Exactly. That's what I was going for. Godfather in the chat says, "Holy, Sun Clan brought Yasser and Heg this week? Never saw that one coming. Cause they play them every week."
I'm pretty sure Arthur basically plays every week too.
I think
like
so.
99% sure it's the big three, you know.
So from Yushan, we did see the Rod, Circle, and Set 1. Might not be full combo here. He did add a Circle off Circle. Oh no, he didn't add anything off Circle. He whiffed.
Simple.
Godfather says, "What's up, T-Nobes? How's life?" So he thinks that Woolad is T-Nobes. Oh, dude, we got Witchcrafters straight away?
I'm Monkey Boy.
Yeah, you're Monkey Boy right now.
I'm Monkey Boy if he was 15 years younger.
Godfather says they all sound the same. That's racist. Not all co-casters all sound the same, bud. You gotta chill.
They all sound the same.
See if we have Shmieta go off in the main phase here. Willad, which of the Witchcrafter lollies would you say your favorite is?
Veer.
Dude, he just scooped up!
Wait, yeah, he scooped because Yushan knows that if you go to the battle phase and they don't like the quick effect is only active till main phase, so you know what I'm saying. Unlucky.
He can't just change meta. It's a main phase only quick effect. The only one that's is actually activatable outside of the main phase is
it's the new one, the level 5.
Eden?
I forget what he's called. Yeah, let me double check. It's like the new Desaute reward. Let me double check. Yes. No wait, it's called Edel.
Edel, yeah.
I don't know if Turbo Man plays that in his deck, but he should attribute it into it so that could trigger the effect to go into Madam Veer anytime he wants.
Yeah, straight from the hand.
Oh, see, Greg knows, man. He's our team's lolly expert.
Oh, absolutely. This man brought a counter deck to himself. Check that out. He's like, you know what? Witchcrafter is probably most likely to lose 2 Black Wings. Might as well go straight in with a mirror after.
What? You mean lose the Dark Magician?
Well, most of the time I would think that if you intend on winning 2 with Witchcrafters, then they send in Black Wings to counter it. That would be my assumption anyway.
I think Dark Magician's harder because they can just banish you in the battle phase. Like Black Wings have to do everything in the main phase.
This is true. But they have so many different effects that they can pop off all at once.
Yeah. Wait, Godfather, how is your team played in Leo when Leo starts like July 6th? Is this like a scrim or something? Like, I don't... Oh, he meant CBD. Oh. Yeah, people are memers, bro.
Blackwing seems to be getting the full combo off here. He did have to banish that Orochi though.
Yeah, that's not what I like to see. That means his hand's probably Cyclones if he has nothing else to banish. Now that Smoot is just stuck there. The Lotion Clan, yo. Do you know about the Lotion Clan, Heinz?
I do not.
It's the Godfather special team, you know?
Gross.
He's known for his obsession with lotion.
I see.
Yes, sir.
He does seem like somebody who uses like a lot of lotion right by the computer. You know what I mean?
Wait, he karma cut the Zephyr.
So there's no further searches for you.
He's probably like thinking like, oh.
Thing is, if you just toggle straight on, and well, I guess he doesn't have a navigation lad now, as he has no cards in hand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he had to throw away one of his Dark Magicians because he suspects the opponent has a Cyclone to kill the circle. So, like, if I was Turbo Man, I would just Cyclone the Navi away right now and not have to worry about a top deck. Like, if he has it, it's a misplay that he didn't Cyclone the back row.
Or he's got it in the hand and he can toggle on and whack. Nope. Never mind.
Today I noticed that if you don't punish the Navi set, you just get punished yourself because Shaowz won like 3 games with Dark Magician. He had no business winning just because he top decked a Dark Magician to make his Navi live.
I actually missed that game. I was out with the wife today and didn't get to see that.
You would watch it and you're like, you know how you always like joke around and say, oh, if this person has this exact combo, he'll win like easily.
But he had it every time.
Yeah, he actually had the combo every time. Like for example, he was against Ritual Beast. The Ritual Beast player set like Alara, and Floodgate, and the only way Shaowz won was to have a Cosmic Cyclone to trigger, like to Cyclone one away, and then he had to have like fusion support or something. And then he had like the core and the Veer to get 2 Cyber Dragons, and then he Cyber Styled for the 3rd, and then he had the fusion, went into Cyber and Dragon, and then he attacked and he actually had a Concentrating Current in hand. So then he had like the exact hand he needed to win turn 2, and he had that like 3 times with Cyber Dragons too. And I'm like, bruh, it's his day, bro. Like he had the exact combo he needed every time for a specific board.
This is getting nasty for Black Wings, by the way. Just as we are talking about, God hands. Godfather says you got to get Mrs. Ketchum to cast once. I did actually. Lemon Buns 27, my friend.
Damn.
She did do a game with me. And we have been joined by monkeyboy44. What's up, Monkey Boy?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Heinz Ketchum, coming at ya.
Whoa, don't come too much.
Yeah, sorry, I'll lock it up, contain it a little more for you. But no, how we doing today?
Doing well. Shaowz isn't here yet. Woolad seems to be coming in and being the substitute Shaowz. So it's doing good. And,
nice. I'm gonna need some something Carly Carmine and some something doesn't eat chicken.
Exactly. Who's the best girl in Duel Links, Woolad?
Carly.
There it is. There's our stand-in Shaowz. No, Woolad, how you doing?
I can't tell the difference.
Same.
Feeling good, man. Had a good family dinner.
Good. Heck yeah.
What about yourself? Did you have a good family outing for Independence Day?
Nothing too crazy. I did see Monkey Mom today, so a little bit of hanging out with her. But yeah, are you also U.S. based then, Woo?
No, I am Canadian, like Heinz right here.
Ah, there. Nice.
So we did
Today's
celebrate Canada Day 3 days ago on the 1st of July.
Okay. Nice. So today's just a regular day for you guys, as well as probably most of the viewers.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Woolad doesn't have to be in the casting booth. He's just sitting on my lap because we're both Canadian, so we just know each other.
Oh, true. Yeah. Yep. No, all Canadians do know each other.
It's a fact.
Can anybody in chat confirm any other Canadians who also happen to live in the same house as Woolad and Heinz?
No, I looked in the chat. No other Canadians are there.
Oh, lame. Idiots, as usual. What do we see going on in this game, though? We see a real strong turn 1 Blackwing hand. I'll tell you that much. I see several Whirlwinds. I see a Zeph. I see some Synchros coming.
Now,
and
you said that the only players to play Blackwings are like Total Helmet players, right?
Well, referring mostly to myself, who has played some Blackwings lately, but I do not knock any other Blackwing player.
Yo, Doomdog, what's good? I'm gonna have to see your resume. You have to bring me your business card, 5 samples of your voice doing different emotions, and 3 original jokes you've written, and then yes.
And 1 stool sample. I'd like to
Yeah, that's true too. Especially with this COVID thing going on, we definitely need the stool sample.
Yeah, just for verification. You understand. So as far as this Blackwing board though, did opt to go into the Pixie, into defense as well as to rip a new card. So we'll see if hopefully that ends up being impactful or not. Sitting on a very strong board. No Necro Valley access as of yet, which is really what you want to see versus Sabres due to their minimal back row removal options now in kind of current modern day, as well as their minimal fire access except for Grave.
Let's top deck it right now.
I just love that turn 1 he went +3 with 2 synchros, you know? This looks so
Yeah,
good.
I mean that's a good board. That's all you can ask for. He also has one set, which I mean, knowing Blackwings, you pretty much only run either Cosmic Cyclone or Blackbird Close. So he's at least got access to one good card. Given that it's set, I would assume probably Cyclone, but you never know.
So, Restar in the chat asking what happened to Shaowz. He's right here.
Hey,
Yeah, it's me, Shaowz.
He's out celebrating something with his girlfriend or something, and then he said he was going to be late. He hasn't showed up. So we have our stand-in, Shaowz.
choosing his girlfriend over Duel Links?
I know, it
Kinda
doesn't sound
Very
correct.
lame.
I'm pretty sure it's a cover story.
I say this as many chances as I get it. Everyone knows if there's one thing about Duel Links or Yu-Gi-Oh players, it's that they've never talked to any women in their life. So that's how you know he's lying. He plays Yu-Gi-Oh and he said he's with a woman. Doesn't
That's
happen.
exactly it.
I don't care if you've got a
Typhoon?
girl on your team, alright? You've never talked to a woman. There's no way.
Oh wait.
Okay, he's down to 100, and he has a Sphere Karibo, so he gets
Oh
Destiny
my
Draw.
gosh.
What a play, though.
Hey.
Typhoon to blow up the mountain, and then Sphere Karibo to activate the Destiny Draw. He killed the boost, so he lived by 100.
I mean, that's pretty wild.
That's the most alpha thing I've ever seen.
That's definitely pretty wild.
That was a heckin' good play, straight into a Blackbird close. As you do.
Yeah, and that's the real tough thing.
Wow. I actually feel bad for the ECR player there. He actually played that so well.
Yeah, it was very,
Yeah.
very crafty.
Made us all think he had a kite roid. Hey, he sent the Raikiri instead.
I guess?
He does have the invocation in hand, though.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, imagine if he plays one Mallow.
Or like a Lava Golem.
I mean, it's 25 cards, man. It could be anything.
Does go Nalu into Casitas here.
Oh.
Does he have...
Wait, he
no.
literally wins that on deck out now.
Almost guaranteed, yeah.
Why
In
did-
fact, pretty much.
He just
Yeah,
has to do
he-
nothing. When the best play is nothing. Wait, he's going battle phase.
Wait,
Does
That's
he have
bold.
current? No way, he's got a current right now.
Oh,
Oh my
Oh
god!
my
Oh
lord!
my god!
boy, this is the most.
What a cheeky guy.
He used every card! This is a duel quiz!
Oh my god. We're all over here like, yeah, he can just deck out. And then
Ah.
bam.
Wait,
He
we all
said,
thought.
nah.
Wait, we all thought he lost too.
Yeah,
like,
man.
I actually thought he lost because he got Blackbird close, but he had the invo and then he had the concentrating as well. God damn.
Yeah, man.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
What a roller coaster turn.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, yeah, what a roller coaster of a duel.
the one player went +3, and then the other player used every single card in his hand, including a Typhoon, into a Sphere Karibo to trigger Destiny Draw. Dude, that was beautiful. I loved everything about that.
The Typhoon was pretty wild. I'll tell you, Typhoon's a card you got to kind of start to watch out for. It's, I don't know that I would say it's super common, but it's slowly but surely starting to creep up
I
into.
think the attack order was bad there because he was forced to give Destiny Draw, and he should have felt the creeple delay off the first attack, anyways.
Yeah, I mean, Yasser's saying in the chat, like, who predicts Typhoon? But I guess, now you do. The attack
Yeah,
order
to be
technically
fair.
was incorrect, but, like, most of the time, is it, like...
No, I mean, You could play around Kribo Yaster, but I think giving the Destiny draw is probably what cocked them there.
Well, so that's a solid point, is that Typhoon would have had constant delay, even excluding the attack. So I guess there's, you probably just assume Lancia. I don't know, man. It's a weird situation. Typhoon's that card right now that, like, honestly I don't think is that good, but every now and then can be really good if it catches your opponent off guard.
It can only hit face-ups, right? It's mostly meant for a Dark Magician. And
Correct, it's predominantly a Dark Magician. Although, can certainly hit, I would also say it's equally as effective, or well, ish, versus Black Wings, just because they should have a field spell plus Whirlwind.
so smart, Monkey Boy. No wonder you've been in
Well, one of my teammates is talking smack about me in team chat.
I mean, is that not just like day-to-day team chat for you? Because that's what I get from my team chat every single day. And if any of them are in here in chat, they'll back it up.
What kind of team doesn't roast their own team members?
Yeah, honestly, though, yeah, what's the point of having a team if you're not there to roast them?
True.
We have Master C come in, which I'm not seeing him on a roster here.
Not either.
It's toxic cards, baby. Master cards. It's toxic.
Okay. Mr. Toxic himself. Oh, Swag, don't get him started. Easy.
Bro,
Sensitive questions in the chat.
the other day on my birthday, it was literally my birthday. The team was taking just a moment just to drop the roasting and say, you know what, happy birthday, Mr. Hines. And then Cubio comes in out of nowhere and he posts a picture of his lunch and what is on the table but none other than a bottle of Hunt's ketchup.
Oh my lord.
I couldn't believe on my birthday, the audacity.
It's birthday, guys. Come on. The disrespect.
Yeah, he was just like flexing his lunch and he put like this happy emote, and then Heinz just screenshots the Hunt's ketchup bottle. He's like, what the F?
That's like your girlfriend Snapchatting you happy birthday, but there's some dude that you know she's up to something with in the background of that Snapchat, and you're like, hold on. Wait a minute. The sheer disrespect.
What's a Snapchat?
Fair. Nope. Yep. True. I forgot that you're really old now. So any and all technology just goes straight over your head.
I went to high school with the egg, dude.
Wait, what?
Back in the Stone Age, huh? Heinz, you got one more year, man. You're 29 now, so you got one more year before you're just old as heck and will immediately die.
Egg so old,
Of
he
age.
knows he came first before the chicken.
He was there.
Yo, Greg, you know MySpace? Add me, bro.
Ooh, you drop your MySpace link for us, alright?
Turbo Man now finally reeling from the from the loss. Says, what kind of APK was that? In fairness, yeah, we agree.
I mean, admittedly, that combination of cards is pretty nutty, but the current was just a way to save us from having to wait 18 more turns. But the current really didn't make a difference. I don't think there was an out in your deck at that point, unfortunately.
You don't know if he plays Herald in his Black Wings or not.
True. I suppose.
Up your
Or
deck leaking, bruh.
he could be running Black Pendant, possibly.
They are Black Wings. He could have Black Pendant. That is exactly correct.
Yeah.
And you know what? You know what's crazy about the Black Pendant too? Is that he actually could have just killed him with the burn by equipping the Black
Exactly.
Pendant to his own monster and then hitting it with a Pixie Dragon.
We were on the same wavelength there. I was gonna say that, he could have just done the burn damage there. It's like multiple win cons, easy.
That's honestly, Black Pendant in every deck now.
Yeah, Try it out, you know? Let me know how it works. Thank me later. I would for sure run that at 3.
I'm gonna
It's
say
a card
you
you
know what?
want to see as often and as many times and as soon as you can.
I'm gonna go so far as to say Black Pendant Red Eyes, new meta to counter Last Gamble.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, that
Yeah.
checks out.
LGDT, not a chance against Black Pendant Red Eyes. What do you do?
I wouldn't do it if I were you. Yeah, exactly.
Can't target a card on the field? Sorry, no D-Twizzy for you, my guy. Last Gamble? How's my Black Pendant feel? It's broken.
True. Now, as far as over here on screen, we're seeing some interesting setups going on. Now, there's no
dude,
circle
it's
live.
helmet versus boring helmet.
It's like 9-month-old helmet versus 4-month-old helmet.
Exactly.
Oh, 4-month, dude. DM is probably going on, I want to say like 6 now, isn't it? Someone check my math on that, but I feel like we're going on about 6 for DM. But I actually am not 100% sure.
It came out in main box number 25, and we are on main box number 28. I think that's. Is that 6 months? I think they release a box every month.
Probably just
Rick
about.
Vulator says Dark Magician came out December 31st, so that was 5 days, 7 months ago.
Damn.
I guess.
Oh, 6 months, 5 days.
Big wow.
Dude, I'm sorry. How could I have tried to argue with you, Monkey Boy? I apologize.
Don't ever question me again. Insect. No, man, I'm wrong on that type of stuff so often, but it just felt like it'd
You know
been
what
so
monkeys
long.
do to insects, man. He'll eat you off another monkey's back.
But
Yeah, watch out or I might eat you off of another monkey's back. Wink.
Oh. With ketchup on top?
Possibly, or everywhere, on top, inside and out, you know, all the above.
Stay safe, kids. Wear a condiment.
True.
That's my
True, true, true.
catchphrase.
No, but one thing I was gonna point out is, like, honestly, Dark Magician is probably one of the most recent truly meta decks that we've gotten, and that was 6 months ago. And that came at a point when, like, most of the rest of the meta decks were, like, sort of somewhat stale.
yeah.
So Konami, like, help us out, maybe? It's been about a year since we've gotten anything particularly interesting or
Yeah.
fresh.
They had to kill Dark Lords for Dark Magician to rise, because you used to just sanctify the rod and then it was over.
Well,
Or
I don't-
just
that
sit
matchup
on the defense
that matchup was
position
pretty back and
instead.
forth, in my opinion. I think there were arguments for kind of both sides.
It
Because
was,
DM,
I guess it kind of depends if like Dark Magician goes first in Sealed Tombs, but like usually like
well, no, DM used to run a lot of. It was 50-50 between Tombs and Power of the Dark, especially at the time, because the
Oh,
27
yeah.
was very relevant to Dark
Yeah.
Lord, because they didn't have very much that got over that.
And the debuff was very helpful as well.
Yeah, and yeah, it also reduced Dark Lord by 200 attack and defense.
We do have a Dark Cavalry out. Eye of Timaeus came through for toxic cards. Also, just want to point out Godfather in the chat saying some very disturbing things. I mean, come on, bro. Snorting heroin? That is not the best method of inject. Like, come on.
wait,
Not the best quality time spent with your aunt, Godfather. Come on, man.
Yeah, get a needle, dude. She's
Yeah.
diabetic anyway.
Jesus. Now we do have Sphere Karibo over the cavalry to save his life. Stop some other attacks as well, as to not proc D-draw.
Paleozoic Canadians.
Paleozoic Canada now can be negated by cavalry.
Happy Beladia Canada Day. I think there's one more nav in the graveyard as well.
yeah, there's still
another So?
left.
cards at Kaiku. Who needs that Kaiku anyway? As long as my cavalry is face up.
Just threw Celebrity Circus away.
Unending Nightmare. On to the Canada.
This can also be negated if he wanted to.
I suppose.
Oh my god, he's actually going to do it. Once per chain, so he's actually going to negate the Unending Nightmare, so he can't trigger his own Destiny draw.
Yeah. Well, because the negation does destroy as well, and since, like you pointed out, unending is once per chain, that means that it gets destroyed before it can be used again. So now, very, very, very weak board state from Yushan. One back row plus a top deck into a live navigation negate. I mean, there's just not much of anything.
Now he's also one shot by either the Cavalry or the Dark Magician. Navigation in the grave, like you said.
Yep, both of which apply pressure without, you know, in a, like you said, a full one shot. So it's either dead or no D draw. And there we see it.
I have won, but I have foreseen the day when we shall do it again.
So that does eliminate our friend Yushan. Just gotta take 1 second here. I have to get a spec ID for my friend Woolid.
Okay. You mean you don't want to share that with everyone in the chat?
No, because I want them to stay here in my stream.
True. Yeah.
How dare you?
We do
try
have
to-
a captive live audience.
Exactly.
We have got what they want, and that is access to these duels. That
Yeah,
being said,
he had his chance.
things in this world can be purchased, right? And though Heinz seems to clearly be taking a moral high ground here, I am not required to do such. So you DM me with some PayPal offers, and I'll slide you that spec ID.
Yeah, just hop in my PayPal. Daddy needs a new structure deck. Let's go.
Speaking of the structure deck, I know you had mentioned to me that you've been a fan of some Fire Kings as of late.
Oh, bro, I love it. So much fun.
Oh, man.
I got a
I don't
rockin'
know.
dark hole, dude.
I like that you like them, but I don't know that I like them. I don't have them, to be fair, but just the concept of the cards just seems a little too late into the meta for me.
It's just a money grab. But I don't...
It's honestly, it's a weird money grab in my opinion, because like, although I do fully acknowledge that like I'm sure they can be fun, like they're not the deck that's gonna break the meta. And to my knowledge, and like some of my TCG history knowledge is limited, so anybody out of you guys are in chat can correct me if I'm wrong, but to my knowledge, I don't think Fire Kings is like a massive fan favorite deck. Maybe I'm incorrect about saying that.
You know, there were a few notable players that played it a lot when it was, you know, meta in like 2014. And even like when I say it was meta, it was like, I don't even think it was like a top tier deck. It was just one of those decks that like, you know, some people used as a solid rogue. I think.
Like a rogue for
Like,
sure.
And my TCG knowledge is probably worse than yours. But I'm definitely a fan of Fire Kings.
Yeah, I mean they're you know, like I said, they seem like they'd be a fun deck to play. I don't see them being like a break the meta competitive deck, but just in terms of like, you know, Konami putting something out there for us, I just don't understand exactly who, aside from I guess Heinz Ketchum, who exactly the structure deck is for. Because like it's not for the people who are like, yeah, I want to invest in a good new deck, and it's not for the people who are like, man, I love, you know, nostalgic, notable fan favorite archetypes. Like it's just kind of a random thing for them to just put out there.
It's for collectors, you know, the Japanese collectors who like to get 3% of everything.
Who purchased 100 of each starter deck.
Yeah, have you never seen those screenshots before where they purchased like 130?
Oh, I have. I'm on a team with about half of the 1% guys, so
I don't even think
I see some of that from the US and EU players.
I don't even think they would want to touch it, honestly.
I do see Resline in the chat saying it's for farming. It provides all the cards, of course, outside of the U-Bell, which is free to play.
Yes.
But for the Yubble farm, so that's pretty good.
Wait, that was Dark Magician's play? Alright, wrap it up. It's over.
What was I
Wait,
gonna say?
Resline, are
Oh,
you
yeah.
telling me it provides all the cards for the U-Bell farm except almost all of the cards that you would need?
The other ones are obtainable for free in game, you nerd.
Yeah, but isn't the entire U-Bell farm deck like not the Fire King cards for the most part?
You
Yeah,
need...
he's Fire King Island and
No,
Yaksha.
yes. You can thin the deck faster by destroying 4 Fire King cards
Okay,
outside of
okay.
Yaksha.
Don't you dare step to farm experts from the Pharaohs, bud.
Provides all the box cards you need.
I mean, if they gave out Witch of the Black Forest in the menu structure, you know what I'm saying, then it would have made it a little better. You switch to Black Forest searches based on defense, not attack.
I feel like there is zero chance of them giving us a selection box card in a structure deck. But, you know,
Yeah.
I would say
I agree, it'd
eventually
be-
that is a situation that will rise. Is
There
that
can
will
always
happen.
be the first try, you know, eventually it might happen.
I don't think it would happen unless it had been out in a regular box as well and for a while.
That
Like, I
is
could see Stratos coming eventually. Somebody's honking.
I could see Stratos in a hero deck, in a hero structure deck in like 2023.
Okay. But I also do want to
You
say,
know-
my friend Skillshot topped a tournament today with Fire Kings.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
top 32. So not a not super top, but he topped.
Ask
Fair.
him,
4-1 Swiss.
ask him how many DQ wins he got.
Shut up, Bulai.
How many DQ wins did he get?
Actually, I don't even know. I didn't ask him.
At least 2. I'm looking at the
Oh no!
skill shots in the chat. Not so proud. I was just looking at the Smash
Figures out.
page that he sent me. It's at least 2.
You're like, wait a minute. He didn't legitimately win any of his duels.
Yes. 4 out of 5. You went 4 and 1. Like,
Yeah, I was as somebody who personally doesn't play a ton of decks like just for fun, and you know, I don't knock anybody who does, because like, do what you want to with this game, but I just personally am like more concerned with, I don't know, like competitive stuff for the most part, and try to use my limited available Duel Links time for stuff like that. I was just a little disappointed in this structure deck. Honestly, have been with a lot of the structure decks for a long while.
that's crazy. You think if you were so focused on competitive stuff, you'd do better.
My God. Ow. My heart. It's been a real rough Team War season for
I just looked at my
Hey,
stats
for
today.
my
It was
team
like
as a whole.
28% win rate or something. I was like, what the? What? Like, what happened to all my other seasons? Like, where'd they go?
You know what's wrong? You know the meta is bad when like a team that has like 3 or 4 players that have been to Worlds can't even make like Team Wars playoffs. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
the
saying?
meta's just
Yeah.
such a.
That's a whack meta.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue with the meta is that not a lot of decks consistently counter a lot of decks, and you see that in a lot of wars. We'll probably see it here, is that like, there's a few decks that have real hard counters, but most decks are like, I hope this works. Like, you know, 55-45 matchup or 60-40 matchup where there's like a lot of room for error. And it's not predominantly skill-based, like, room for error. Some of the matchups for sure. But just in terms of like whether or not your counter deck works or doesn't, it's very much just like opening hands and cards and whatnot.
Yeah, and it does seem a lot of the time that the planning for a war, when you see, you know, people putting together really good matchups like deck pairs, and it just ultimately doesn't matter because, you know, one guy just can just sack you with whatever so many games straight. Just one of those
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, we for Tier Zero's season, I think we had out of our kind of unfortunate handful of losses we took, I think at least some of them there were situations, well, often there were situations where it felt like we had the right lineup, the right decks to send in versus opponent decks and stuff in relatively the right ratios, and things just continually didn't go our way for a lot of wars. I think maybe some of those times was due to some minor missteps or some things that were certainly our fault, and I don't knock that at all, or I won't deny that at all. But I think there were several wars where, like, if you go back and watch them, at least just from the ones I experienced on my end, like, there were times where it's just like, well, like, this counter deck just didn't work. Like, they just drew the cards and we just didn't draw the cards on, like, a lot of occasions.
Yeah. And like I feel like when you counterpicked a lot this season, like the deck that you're countering just opened to like the god combo every time. We're just like, oh, okay. Alright. We prepped so much just to lose to like
Right.
Like when a player just like streaks is just draw the perfect hand like 5 times in a row. Like I feel like we got hit by that a few times this season and we're just like, okay.
Oh, for sure.
Gotta give a big shout out to EGAD91 with a tier 1 sub. 25
Let's
months
go.
that guy has been subbed to T-Wings.
Yeah.
That's a long freaking sub, EGAD. Thank you.
Dude, I'm pretty sure
Appreciate
Egad, the
that.
guy who pulled 3 Phoenix Chains in 6 packs. Pretty sure it was Egad.
EGAD, can you confirm or deny?
Like I'm pretty
Also,
sure Kagami told me that.
This
It
duel's
was Egad.
over.
it's wild. Also, reading up in chat, Rez, yeah, you make a good point, is that tournament builds and Team Wars builds don't really convert super well between the two for this particular format. I think sometimes you see that's the case and sometimes you don't. But yeah, you make a really solid point about like decks sometimes need to be built pretty differently for one or the other.
Yeah, I guess if you're building it for a specific counter pick, then you can like cheat and put in certain decks, I guess.
Yeah, that's another actually, I guess, weird thing about this specific meta right now is that a lot of the decks, since they're, not hard counters, they're pretty soft counters of one going into another. In order to try and skew things in your direction, what you really want to do is, with several of the decks that are out right now, is you typically tend to build them in a pretty specific way. Rez makes a good example in chat, which is like, if you're going to use Saber to counter Black Wings, you probably want that Saber to have like a bunch of stuff like Floodgate and Canadia that you might not want for all your other matchups, or at least some of your other matchups. And then I think part of what that results into is that you end up with a lot of opportunities to end up in weird matchups where like your deck would normally be pretty, 50-50 in that matchup, like if you do win the initial counter. And then you just have like this gimped, weird, teched out version of a deck that's not very appropriate for anything else.
Yeah, it can be really, really unfortunate if you go to hard counter something, extremely hard, and then your deck is in kind of this awkward spot against anything else that might come in against it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with a really wide meta like we have right now too, there's just so much room for like ending up in other matchups as well. It's hard to be like, all right, I'm gonna beat this, and then I'm gonna end up versus this.
There's like 6 to like 8 good decks you could probably bring to like any war, which is like, I don't think that's really a good thing. Like I feel like it should be like 4 or 5 decks that are.
Yeah, I
really
personally
like
am a fan of like 3 to 5 deck metas.
Yeah, I like the Kokai meta. That was pretty good because it was like Buster Blader, Kokai, Ancient Gears. And it was like, you better have the right ratio of those, and you have to know what your opponent was going to bring as well.
And I think 6 Sam came into the meta around that time, and it was like, it didn't throw off the competitive balance that much.
Yeah, which was crazy because in it was tier 0 in other formats, but then in Team Wars, 6am didn't really feel like it was a tier 0 deck.
Yeah, and there was like the meta with like Desperado and Ancient Gear, and I'm pretty sure 6am's in that meta too.
Yeah, that was like a post ban list kind of. It was like at least one of the initial gimped versions of 6am. I can't remember if that was 6am with or without Light and Dark.
Yeah, I remember like Trimads was in the meta too during that time. With, like,
Yeah.
and stuff, and that was like, that makes more sense. Like if you play Desperado, you're gonna straight up get countered by like, Trimids, and then Trimids can get countered by like 6am or like Ancient Gears. Well,
Spellbook was a thing then as well, actually. If I'm not mistaken, I think Light and Dark SM books was a thing.
It certainly was.
Because I definitely remember SM being another option that had that negate versus Trimids if they went first, but it was super coin flip.
remember those. I remember when like Desperado was a nerf and you could just like go like double, like cup of ace like heads first and just get like so much card advantage going first, and then you just like win off all your counter traps.
Set a bunch of traps.
Yeah, that meta was really.
Yeah, Blue Eyes was a thing then too. Remember that?
Yeah.
The set stone pass Blue Eyes.
Oh yeah.
The days of like share the pain. Blue Eyes.
Dawn Knight share
Like
the pain.
Yeah.
That was when Crystron's first came out without the support that we see here with the impact and the Discburn being played.
Yeah, that's
Nice,
before we
good.
entered a dark time. Fucking instant pick.
Good segue into the current duel, Heinz. I like
Thank
that.
you. I'm a professional.
Not bad, not bad. So, yeah, we do have the set impact. We've got a couple monsters on board, one of which being the tuner that can float into a 5 or a 7. Pretty standard Crystron turn 1.
Yeah, dude. You guys like bring back 30 card Destiny.
30 card Destiny Heroes was like
that was
barely a thing. That
It
was
was
not a meta strategy.
Dude, the only person who could play that deck was Lero. Freaking Lero had like.
That was a Lero deck for sure. Also, shout out to anyone who knows who
16
Lero
one-ups.
was.
Yeah, shout out to Lero, bro. Actual legend. Actual legend.
Lero literally never ran 3 copies of any card, and he frequently ran 30 card decks, but he refused to. Even the decks that have like the clear 3 of, he'd be like, "No, this is a 2. Like 2 mass change. That's all I need."
Too much.
Dude, I remember his favorite tech was Life Force Sword, dude. Or like a pointer of the Red Lotus. Oh my god, that was in every one of his decks. So funny.
Dude, Lero had some real wild decks. If
You
I
know,
did some
I would
digging,
like
I could
to,
try to find some.
I would like to find, you know, like some like museum on DLM. They should get a museum page where it just has like Lero and PCS DM chat. Like, I just want to see what their direct messages look like. I want to see their conversation history just printed out for us.
Those two crafted some interesting decks.
Dude,
PCS still does. PCS is still somewhat active.
Is he not
Dude,
the
I'm
one
pretty
behind the
sure
Block Dragon thing?
Yeah, did he not make the rock deck?
Yeah, I'm
But,
pretty sure he did.
Dude, he made the rock deck, but then he thought Destructotron was searchable off Block Dragon when it was a freaking psychic monster.
I thought he was only using it to search grass. Like, I thought he was using it to blow up back row and then trigger his skill.
No, but the thing is, you can't even search it. He thought you could search it off a Block Dragon because it's a level 4 Earth monster, but you never read that you needed it to be a rock monster that you're searching.
Because you can banish Earth, but it has to be a rock that you search.
Yeah, and I was like, I remember BC told me that in chat, and I was like, dang, this guy's a troll. He was saying how good Destructotron was too. He was like, that's the best way to get rid of back row, just use Destructotron.
That's a pretty good way to
What
get
is
rid of
that?
back row, in fairness.
But it's
Aside
funny,
from
yeah,
black
but
rows.
yeah, but it's as if that is not searchable. That Block Dragon deck is fun though, I like it.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the more fun decks that have come out in recent memory.
I'm about to here, give me one more second, but I'm about to drop a couple
The Block Dragon deck.
gems for you guys in Team Wars Gen Chat.
I'm not sure if I'm not sure how the rock deck came into creation. I just remember seeing it in like my team chat. Like I never read the DLM channels where it was.
I saw it in New Anything decks, I think, was where PCS had posted originally. And it was right at the start of the KC Cup. What the heck?
I thought he posted it like mid day 1 before or like on the second day.
6 Sims!
Yeah, for anybody who's interested in, or who like, you know, wasn't like a real OG Duel Links player and doesn't necessarily know who we're talking about with Lero specifically, if you're curious about the types of decks that he ran, I dug up a few old copies of some of his stuff, and they're in Team Wars general chat right now.
There's 2 Puma in that 6 Sam deck.
Yeah, no, yeah. There's also 2 grass in a 30-card grass deck.
Dude, I was about to ask if you had a 30 card Ellis Trap deck, and of course he posted like the grass one. Like, dude, look what I'm saying. Like he just has one random pointer of the Red Lotus. Like,
Well, the
why?
thing is, if you were ever somebody who watched back in the day and you ever saw Lero in tournaments, he would always rip the one-ups that he needed specifically for. It was like he was Yami Yugi. He was Destiny drawing the cards he needed.
Bruh, this guy's so he's actually.
Is Godfather still in the chat? Somebody mentioned Endless Trap Hell grass decks, and I need Godfather to show up. Because
Dude,
he got memed on hard one time in
I
a
remember
different
he
league.
made, like, I remember he made a an endless trap hell like Buster Blader deck too when they released that new Mana Dragon or whatever. Like
Yeah.
the card that's like
Yep.
that's
That,
bad.
like-
You remember that card, bruh?
Yeah. The dragon pulls back one of your banished back row, rips it back from beyond the other dimension. Oh my gosh, are we about to see a Aquarion play here?
I think so.
I think we are.
Now,
Coming
has,
in.
has Cyber Style been used at all? I don't know. Obviously not. He's at 4,000 life points. I'm an idiot. Don't worry about me. I was looking at a Lero
You
deck and
confirm
my
he
mind
for
got melted.
sure has not used Cyber Style.
Wait, hold on. He's got 1 DNA surgery in Buster Blader?
You're still looking to use that.
Dude, and he would probably try to tribute it off with the Witch Raider too. If how do you
Yeah,
have
the one-
Wait, how do you have 1 Witch Raider with 5 traps when you have to tribute 2 to summon it?
Well, you could tribute monsters as well, you know.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
He's also got
Or
the
spells.
symbols. No, you can't use spells.
Yeah.
Oh, can you not use spells for Witch
No,
Raider?
no.
It's-
No, only
it's
traps. Because it's a
benefit.
vision hero, right?
Yeah.
I think this is
That's
over.
probably correct.
Oh, okay. Dude, you
Yeah,
know what
just
kind
traps,
of
you're right.
restaurants? Rock deck with the mono. I remember I
hope
said
it
to
was-
Dude, I remember I said to replay in Team Chat where I beat Hegelian when he was playing Tristrons and I just beat him down with the mono. Like a mono on block dragon, he couldn't do anything. Good times.
Oh, Resling got the original 30-card Destiny Heroes with dual standby.
Oh my god.
Yo, I remember vividly watching Lero play that in a DLM
yeah,
Meta
Oh,
Weekly.
yeah.
He did it
He got
turn,
like top 2 or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did well, and it was like in retrospect, you got to see the list afterward, and you're like, wait,
What?
that card he drew then was a 1-up, and you're like, that card he drew was a 1-up, and you're like, why were there only 2 of this card?
He didn't win because he didn't have his signature card, Pointer of the Red Lotus, with as one of the 7
Is that what it
traps.
was?
That's why he lost.
Man, I don't understand the deck building logic there in like a lot of his decks, but like he makes them work. It's like they're just decks built by Lero for Lero, and I can't knock him for that.
Yeah, I remember like people would try to test his decks and they'd be like, "Oh my god, I'm bricking," and then we just told them it's like it's only because Lero can only play his.
It's
own
like,
deck. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
they're locked to his DNA signature. All right,
Yeah.
you can't put these 30 cards together and expect them to work for just anybody. All right, you need years of training.
He's got his biometrics locked into his deck.
They check the
you know how
DNA
back
signature.
you know how the back of the cards has that like swirl and like the black spot on it? Obviously,
Yeah, it's the
UBC
fingerprint
setup.
reader.
Yeah, he puts his finger on that, then he draws Godly.
The card conforms to his DNA. The will of his genetic code. So Blackwings coming in here versus Crystron. In theory, should be a decent counter, but Heinz, you and I have talked about this a bit on stream before as well. Blackwings is going to be a good counter if they get one of their really hard counter cards early. If they don't
Yeah.
have any of those really good counter cards, which are Blackbird Close or Necro Valley, then like the strategy is much less oppressive to
Yeah,
Crystron.
Hegelian is a very solid player as well, so you know that his positioning is going to be intelligent as well. He's going to be playing around the threats that Blackwings can bring out, and there are a few. So let's see exactly how he opts to do it. But the other thing too is that this could be Malefic Blue Eyes.
I mean, you make a fair point. It could be Malefic Blue Eyes. Alternatively, could be Harpy Ladies, but without wanting the annoying, pesky Harpy Lady field spell skill.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna
They
Red
just want the
Resonator and go into an Ancient Fairy Dragon to search my spell, or
I'm
use
not
the
saying
Queen.
He is played, but I feel like he should have made Ryan. to be able to survive. You know, I feel like against like any deck that has Necro Valley, you should be making like a
He's
Ryan
playing
set.
30 cards, so there's roughly a 100% chance that he has Cosmic Cyclone in that back row right now.
True. That math does check out.
Frieza saying it could be Dragunites as well.
True.
You make a fair point, Woo. I think maybe the logic here would be that, you know, he wants to at least get some, like, the initial synchro off of a Citry and then save the Ryons, but, like, I don't know. I mean, you don't make a bad point at all.
No, but if he hard draws Necro, I mean, like, he'll be forced to chain into an Amatrix, but then Matsu will just Raikiri him, and then Amatrix does nothing because of Necro.
Yeah,
So I'm
which
nervous
is...
about this one.
Now,
Which
one
is
thing I'll say
definitely
that Hegelian Boy did do well is knowing that the threat of Pixie Dragon, especially when you see peak performance, not Harpy's Hunting Ground, the threat of the Pixie is quite high, and he did keep his monsters in defense. You know, it's one of those things, oftentimes you will just put them there, but it can be important to do that as well, just to make sure the Pixie can't pop your face up attack position monsters. It's not a Cyclone.
Cyclone
It's an
coming in.
Impact.
It's that impact. Says, nah, we're gonna keep this from banished.
Also, Matsu
Once-
did banish a Simoon for a Simoon as well as open up the Black Whirlwind. So definitely a solid hand here from Matsu.
Yeah, real solid hand. Simoon's what you want to banish off for Simoon. And then Hegelian did opt to not use the impact so as to keep space open for Citry, which will come up here very shortly now. Drops Naroshi to be able to use Raikiri for 2. Gonna pop likely both of these monsters.
Now this is actually, it's not just to use Raikiri for 2. Keep in mind that Orochi, when it's synchroed off, the monster that's put into defense by never mind.
Oh my. Okay.
He
Don't
actually
listen to me.
baited.
He had it all, man. He had the Cyclone, the Simoon for Simoon, the close, the extra Whirlwind.
You see, sometimes when you just try to play fun decks, you know, this happens with Black Wings, you know what I'm saying? You just get smacked.
I mean, did we just call Crystron's the fun deck?
Yes.
I maybe I should play a rogue deck.
This tier 1 rogue deck.
This super rogue Crystron deck.
Control deck? Is it considered a control deck?
Yeah, no, that's fair. But yeah, and I think that close comes back to a really good example of kind of what I had pointed out at the beginning of that match, which is that when Black Wings has one of its oppressive cards versus Crystron, whether it would have been close, whether it would have been Necro, it's able to do some real strong damage very quickly.
And Hegelian Boy has loaded up deck number 2 as we move into a 5-3 score.
Yep.
I think that's the first time I've actually mentioned the score of this entire cast, so it's technically a halfway point for Switcheroo now. I finally mentioned it.
It's like
Yeah.
they're
Up until this last, couple wins, it was neck and neck, back and forth though. So I mean, very much could still be anybody's war.
Absolutely. I am obligated to cheer for Hegelian Boy as he is rocking the Heinz sleeves. It's H heated Heinz.
Heated Heinz. Yep. That is what those are for.
sounds correct to me.
Of course, now he's got no Simoon, one normal summon, and Zephyros immediately going to get flipped face down by this Mole Hue.
Yep, really not what you ideally want to see.
Didn't even search that thing.
Saber's going first into Black Wings is going to be real scary. Now that Necro Valley, also real scary.
It's shiny.
Sabers typically run. It is shiny. Nice Prisma.
You know, honestly,
But
I'm
yes.
surprised I don't see that many prismatic Necro Valleys for a couple of reasons. Being a selection box, it's been released twice, so people tend to have like 5 or more copies of Necro Valley if they're competitive players.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, it's also a card that you can upgrade through the EX trader for the selection box. And I'm surprised I don't see more prismatic Necrovalley's.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like it'd be a good value card to upgrade because I mean, like it's kind of a go-to. It's a little specific to certain metas, but I mean, it is a go-to long-standing Floodgate card like, for as long as Necrovalley's playable.
Yeah, I feel like it counters like any deck. Like it's such a good side deck card. Like regardless of whether it be in like Black Wings, I feel like it would just be a good generic side deck card.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not going to run out of value. And there it is right there, getting some value off of that invocation. And there's no battle phase next turn.
Yeah, which will be a little bit problematic for Sabres here. So ideally they want to stop some Black Wings from doing much of anything and follow up with repeated attacks to prevent them from building a board. Black Wings will likely summon here, will get flipped down, but ultimately will have another turn to survive and keep their board slowly but surely getting more established.
It does have Simoon. I'm surprised that he's actually going in with Simoon right now. I would think if it were me, and I'm not questioning Matsu's skills because this man is 3-1 right now. He's doing very well.
Right.
But I'm thinking if it were me, no battle phase this turn, perhaps it would be good to wait a turn, see if you can get your hands on a Cosmic Cyclone, perhaps? I don't know.
I mean, it's tough because I would assume here, and we'll see here in a sec, but I would guess Matsu has another monster that's level 4 where he can summon off. Especially if he banished off Bora, which is another level 4.
He does have Zephyros in the grave as well, which can come back. It can't bounce back I was going to say it can't bounce back a whirlwind, which will deal damage to him.
Yeah.
There is no extra play, see? So it wasn't...
So that was, maybe interesting or a little questionable based on that. I was going to say the inverse of it is that, like, yes, it would be another turn to potentially draw Cyclone. On the other hand, though, it's another turn for Sabres to draw back row, which they did. Most of their back row are going to be pretty threatening. And then also, I guess another thing to keep in mind with Cyclone is just the life points remaining from Matsu. Is that he really wouldn't be able to Cyclone.
Now, even if he gets a Cyclone, he can't do anything with it.
Well, he wouldn't have been able to last time either. He wouldn't have been able to Simoon and Cyclone, otherwise he takes too much damage.
Unless he can kill him that turn.
Well, true, but easier said than done versus Sabres with a Casitas and Alistair in hand.
As well as obviously this Floodgate. Now he doesn't necessarily have a Alistair in hand, as he was not able to recover.
Oh, true, you're right. Good point. Keeping me honest. Okay, so hard tributes off of Simoon.
No. Did he have the Simoon? No, he didn't have the Simoon last turn, so he only had the Orochi. He did have the Alistair. Oh no, he didn't. That was Malay who was back down. I don't know what I'm thinking. A second ago I sounded smart, and now I'm just,
Yeah, I mean, Black Wings pretty much lose here.
Dang, Matsu didn't even get a chance to play. All his cards got flipped down.
Yeah, that's the Sabres' hopes to do in this matchup, so I guess can't be too surprised if you're Matsu, you know. Wait, okay, I guess.
Wait, you didn't want to search the Malayhu for...
Yeah, I don't know why not just search another Malayhu and just go for lethal. I mean, he wins either way, right? But still.
He's asserting dominance.
Yeah, it's extended BM.
Didn't even try to change the attributes in grave and watch the cards go all bzz, bzz.
Yeah, it's extended BM, but not extreme extended BM yet.
But he's not even attacking, he's just sitting in the battle phase.
Yeah, he's just enjoying the use of timer.
What if he's
What?
What?
So he's just gonna leave him with the floodgated Orochi and Simoon.
What is happening?
What does he think the Black...
Well, the board is clogged. I mean, there's no way of...
I mean, the board's clogged, but like, why?
Yeah, why?
Why not just win?
Oh, this is a really smart play by Matsu. He threw the Masoon backhand hand to tribute over the floodgated Orochi.
Yeah. That's kind of cool. I still don't think he can win, but it's kind of cool.
Is Zephyros with Necro Valley up is just to see you later.
True. What is the game plan from Hegelian here?
Is he just BMing? Like, I don't know what's
He's got it. Like, why reveal an ending?
I can burn the. I guess he can burn the life points as well as get Destiny Draw. He's not going to get Destiny Draw.
Yeah, but my point is just like you could have won last turn, like, or without using the unending. Like, why? You know,
I'm confused.
why just reveal a card for no reason? Like, it's a common card for Sabers, but it's not like a guaranteed. Like, at this point, we're just extending the duel for just to give our opponent more information.
Maybe he's just really liking the stream. Like,
Yeah, he just wants to extend it. He says, you know what, I like these three casters, and I want them to hang out for as long as they can.
Did Heg think he like didn't have a battle phase because he like searched like the previous turn or something? Like, I don't know what's going on.
He did have a battle phase, though, didn't he?
No,
He
yeah,
did.
but he
entered
sat
it.
there for like.
Yeah, he went into battle. Yeah, I
Oh,
don't...
what I'm confused about, he entered the battle phase and he sat there for like 30 seconds and then he didn't attack. Like,
Maybe that was it. Maybe he thought he didn't.
maybe he thought he passed priority, but then he
I mean,
didn't.
he clearly had timer, though. Like, it's not like he was on, like, 10 seconds left on his timer, because he clearly sat in the battle phase for a while, so it's not like he couldn't have gone and checked, like, hey, do I have a battle phase? I don't know, man. It happened. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Nightbot doing some hard mod work in the chat. The casters of this match are indeed Heinz Ketchum, Shaowz, and Monkey Boy.
True.
Shaowz, what was the last time you had chicken?
This morning. And
It's a lie. It makes your tummy hurt.
It's a lie.
Yeah, well, this is organic, free-range chicken.
Oh, okay.
You don't know me.
A lot of people saying can't be Shaowz unless you walk a mile in his Tims. They don't know me.
Alright, so we'll see what comes in now. Looking like probably a DM. Sealed Tombs. Shizu Ishtar. Going first.
That's not good for the Saber player.
That's not good at all for the Saber player. It is DM. Drops a Prisma Rod onto the board.
Oh.
Searches
He's got his
out,
rod all shined up.
He's got the Silent Magician mat as well. Okay.
This is a spellcaster player, alright? No question about it.
You know what deck 2 is? Witchcrafters.
Or... God dang, I'm trying to think of a really old spellcaster deck. I don't know, what's like a super OG spellcaster deck?
Spellbook? Is that like the first
I actually can't
3-star
remember
demotion
before.
Dark Magician? Like,
I guess Relinquished was a spellcaster, wasn't it? Or was it a...
Yeah.
First was,
Although
yeah.
none of the other ritual supports were. They were like Winged
Taha,
Beast or Fairy or something.
the Taha special.
The old Taha 2017. Yeah, so Relinquish the spellcaster, but
Oh, and
check out Senju and
No circle, by the way.
yeah, Senju's Fairy, and then I believe Sonic Bird is Winged Beast. Yeah.
It's quite the brain teaser there.
I special summon a
What
monster.
kind of monster is this bird?
What shall
That's what you sound like.
I special summon a monster. I shall extinguish that. My monster's effect activates.
I do like this, by the way. The Magician's Rod. Grab that thing back. Nice, solid defense on that Magician of Dark Illusion.
My turn. I draw. Here's my face down.
Oh, he's got the
Oh.
Herald too.
Activate a spell.
Okay.
A little dirty Harry sitting in the pack. What the?
Wow. Aww. I mean, that doesn't really prevent OTK, but okay. Okay. I see you.
I think Monkey Boy is looking for monsters with bird in their name that aren't winged beasts so they can reverse roast me.
No, not yet. I'll find a new creative way to reverse roast you that time. Ooh, is Misaka running the new GX sleeves I'm seeing? I hadn't noticed until now. The obelisk ones that we finally got.
And that's a scoop. I was gonna say
And that's a scoop.
it's a nice contrast with the Silent Magician mat and those GX sleeves, so they're nice.
Yeah. The GX mats and sleeves are actually kind of cool. There's some of, I think people typically tend to like the mats and sleeves that don't have the Duel Links logo on them.
Yeah.
I like
'Cause
the
they look-
color coordination. It's good too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no Karate Man, but it'll do.
You know, it's no Karate Man, and not everyone can run the old Karate Man stuff. But you know, for those who can, more power to them.
We had a scrim versus Tier 0 once, and I changed my name to Monkey Boy and ran the Karate Man mat and sleeve. Just to...
I actually don't remember that, but that's amazing.
I don't think you played in it, but I think
I
everybody
might
had
not
changed
have.
their name in the scrim. But
That's so awesome, though. Big fan. But yeah, we see DM win that one, which DM going first with full combo should be winning.
That was a snack grab.
now I'm hungry. This is kind of getting to an interesting spot for Sun Clan, as now they only have Yasser and Arthur left. You know, the counter picks start to get a little slim after the 6-deck mark.
Yeah, options get very much so limited. At this point, you're hoping you have the right ones remaining, but sometimes you have to start making kind of some sacrifices or compromises in terms of what you send. So I am curious as to what they'll pop in here versus DM. I think ideally number one choice or counter pick is typically Hero versus DM. But Hero not necessarily the most common Team Wars deck right now.
I feel like Sidra is good too.
Sidra is another really good option. Yep, Sidra we've probably seen a little bit more often.
I think part of the prevalence of Cyber Dragon might just be because it's a bit more accessible to the average player than Heroes.
Well, I guess.
Then again,
You'll have to
I
go
do
into a tough
like
box.
Broken Traps, so Cyber Dragon's definitely a fun deck.
Yes, non-targeting destruction.
For more than one card at a time. Beautiful.
And his searchable. Very good. Very strong.
I mean, that was when Cyber Dragon first came out. Like my goal was just to run 2 Tretch, 3 Overflow, 3 Core, and just be like,
Hey.
summon something.
Yeah.
I didn't even run
Dragon.
fusions. I just summoned Proto and beat them with it.
I mean, that works. All right, so for anybody either hanging out here in our, caster chat, or I'm real curious about anybody watching, how do we feel about this Taya farm? Because I got some personal gripes, which are that I am currently 6.5 million points in, which isn't like insane, but it's a real amount of points. Strictly off of just 8k farms. I'm not like point farming to where I'm doing like 8k times 3, and I have gotten 0 Witchcrafter drops. Period.
You're saying
Aside from the guarantees, I literally have not. I've gotten roughly 3 to 5 of every other card from Taya. I've gotten 0 of the trap and 0 of Jenny.
I feel
And
like
I'm
you're
real salty.
I feel like you're farming wrong.
I mean, I'm doing 8K farms. Like I don't know what else to do.
I haven't farmed her a single time. I've just been auto dueling or like dueling her on 3 times rewards.
I'm so upset that you guys are all getting reasonable drops because I'm just getting screwed on this one.
I genuinely
got
have no
two
idea what you
glossy.
even farm her with. Never.
I got
even
2
looked.
glossy drops, and then I crafted the prismatic. So I got my playset.
I literally don't have a single card, and like this game just does not want me to run Witchcrafters.
Are you using the Yubel farm deck? I pretty fast.
No, I'm using what is it? The Magician Girl farm deck, which actually is real fast. Well, decently fast, relative to how fast you can actually farm Taya for this one.
Maybe Taya feels offended that you're beating her up with her own Magician Girls, and then she's like, I refuse to drop you Witchcraft.
Yeah, man. Every now and then, it's like Berry Girl staring down Berry Girl on the field, and it's just like, what are we doing here? What does this come to?
It's not the first time I've heard Monkey Boy mention finishing quickly when Berry Magician Girl's around.
That's true. You know, she's always got that place out there in my heart. You know, it's just that she's got that mature feel to her. She's mature for her age.
You technically only need 2, right? Did you get one from the card trader? And
Yeah, so I've got the guaranteed. So I've got 1 Jenny and I've got 1 I've got 1 Jenny and I think 2 traps from the guaranteed and from the card trader one. But like I literally have not gotten a single drop of an actual drop.
I'm not sure that you actually need any more than that though,
cards.
like in terms of actually playing the deck, like if you intend on playing it.
For Jenny, I think you need 2 to 3.
Yeah, I played 2. It's like another.
I mean, I've been playing 3 because I literally only own 1 Shmieta. So
Oh my god, this
I'm just-
free-to-play trash, man. What the fuck?
See, I own all the witchcraft. Like I got all the stuff from that box. I just don't have the cards that are free that you need to make the deck sort of viable.
Well, you got another day. What can I say? Maybe I actually think they increased the drop rates after like the 2nd or 3rd of July. Like once like level 50 today had dropped.
See, the thing is I've started getting like rainbow packs slightly more often, and they just still are never the Witchcrafter cards, which is tragic.
Imagine they're just BMing you.
I got lots of solemn wishes though.
I've literally gotten, I think, 5 or 6 solemn wishes. I've gotten 4 or 5 of the Cupid monster. Like it's just like all the garbage is just like finding its way very quickly into my inventory.
The Cupid thing is kind of neat. Unless the monster is lower level than it, it is immune to monster effects, so that's kind of cool. So it can't be destroyed by Garanix.
For that, you know, that super new hot Cupid versus Fire King meta matchup.
Exactly. I mean, what meta matchup is hotter than Fire Kings?
True. Very hot, very spicy. Lots of, you know, flames.
I like that
I think.
Dennis called me in the chat because I had 10 million points. And he's like, you've been doing that with like auto duel decks? I
Yeah.
actually have been. Yeah, just 3 times rewards and then just duel her with
man.
whatever of the... What does she have? Ice cream? Whatever ice cream I get.
Oh yeah, it is ice cream, huh? Also, it did end up being heroes that they sent in to counter this DM deck, so cool. Very
Yes,
cool.
sir.
Yeah, it's just pay to win. I like it.
Heroes did the old Stratos, search Stratos, which is a very solid opening play.
He searched the Prisma Stratos.
Ooh,
You know,
for maximum flex.
this man's a whale.
And Cosmic Cyclone, not too surprising. When we see a Shizu, gotta be sealed tombs. You gotta suspect those Cyclones are, you know, somewhere to be seen.
Watch and learn. My monster's effect activates. I set a card face down. Let us battle.
Anybody who talks smack about the cow mat is just upset that their mom is on it.
Dang,
Got him.
the savagery.
I know they don't want beef, because, you know, they'll be going for the mom.
Monster in attack position.
True. Also, I've never noticed this until now. Can we point out the bottom, well, middle, like lower, the middle left cow is being milked?
Yeah, there's like all of them in a row. Seem to
Hello?
be milked there. The one in the top right, as well as the bottom, bottom left as well, seem to be
That's
being drained.
what? What am I witnessing?
That's how milk is made, dude.
Why did they design a cow mat and they were like, yeah, we need to have these cows being milked?
Well, you want to know the actual real reason?
I'm scared to say yes, but sure.
It's because
Let me have it.
these cows are actually featured in other card art, like the Trunade cards.
Heavy Storm.
Heavy Storm,
Stuff, right?
Trunade.
Oh, are they?
Hey, Trunade, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
it's
my
like-
gosh, that's awesome. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, the farmer always gets blown away, or his house, this farmer.
Yeah, I mean, now that you say that, like, I definitely know of some of those cards. Like, Storm for sure has one.
Yeah, so that's where those cows come from. And that's a little bit
Nice.
of trivia for y'all in the chat too. I know you guys didn't know that because you know chat. Like, well,
True.
they're stupid, you know.
Actually, does Storm have one, or am I thinking of something else?
Heavy Storm.
Storm does
for
have a
sure.
cow.
And then the Trunade
Storm has
cards,
a-
I believe.
Storm has a cow that's being milked, actually.
Really?
And then, yeah, it's over on the right.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Localized Tornado does as well.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Has another cow that's being milked. Interesting. There's some deep Yu-Gi-Oh cow lore for you guys. This is what you tune in for.
Oh yeah. So the one from Storm appears to be the one that you were actually pointing out. Oddly enough.
Yeah, it is. I think it's the same thing in Localized Tornado, actually. There's
Heavy Storm has the one with the shady belly at the very bottom right.
This was unexpected.
Oh, yep.
Yasser won. Ooh.
Yeah, Heroes did the hero thing, man. They followed up with that second Stratos, and they made some plays happen. Well done, though.
There's also a cow on Heavy Storm Duster, which is a trap that states target up to 2 spells or traps on the field, destroy them, but you cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this effect. So it's like a improved Dust Tornado, but stops you from activating a battle phase, or not activated, but conducting.
Okay. Got our next match coming up as well.
Do indeed.
Meanwhile, I also am over here trying to look up all of the back row removal spells and traps and figure out which ones have cows. Typhoon, as well as I think Twister don't. Nor does like Parallel Twister or
Storms and Tornado
Twister.
cards, I think, are the ones from the lore that have it.
Okay. Although Elemental Hero Great Tornado,
Yeah, it
the
doesn't
wind
have it.
one, not.
And
So,
Wild
you
Tornado,
know,
no cows.
true. Go back to Wild Tornado, man. And they, been a bit since that was a relevant card. A long bit.
I summon a monster in
Actually, you know what? I think that Localized Tornado is the only one that has it, because it's supposed to be a Heavy Storm kind of a throwback or something.
Yeah,
But the true
I think you're right. Mm-hmm. Also, so Heroes going into Sabers here, based on this follow-up. Oh my gosh, that's just
Hey,
it.
it's actually over. He just flips him face down.
That's just
Oh
that's
my-
just the nut.
Wait, a Prisma Alistair. God damn.
We've seen a lot of really nice prismatic cards in these wars. Oh, in these matches in this war.
Yeah, but are they legit though?
Alistair certainly
Probably
is.
not. Well, Alistair is, yeah, that's true. Alistair's a cool one. I myself happen to have a Prisma invocation,
Damn. The flex.
the flex. It's nice too, because actually no, you can't search with invo. It just automatically adds one.
Um,
Is that how you're playing Fire Kings? Is Purgatory Fire Kings?
wait.
I am playing Fire Kings by not playing them, actually.
I don't understand what this E0 player is doing. The E0 player had OTK. What? What's
What?
going on?
Hello?
You just flip.
let him
you
play
just...
slow. He likes to.
Oh, we didn't have battle phase. Okay, we're
Oh.
done.
Okay, I missed that part. I actually
We're-
thought. I was actually staring at it. I'm like, wait, all you do is flip the Stratos face down and then make a Purgatrio.
Yeah, we were too busy talking about cow cards over here.
I was like, wait, what is this person doing? I was like, what's happening?
They baited us.
Yeah,
Well,
but that's actually the correct play, making Kaliga versus Heroes.
yeah.
This is why we talk about cows and we just let the players play. We're not pro players.
Yeah,
out
we'll
here.
take we'll take that. All right, caster
True.
misplay.
True, we're washed.
True.
Alright, back to the cow talk.
Man, is there much of? I mean, no. The answer is no. There's not anything heroes can do here.
I don't understand though. Why is it that they're allowed to have cow mat and sleeves, but all of the other religious connotations are censored by 4Kids, but Hinduism apparently just fine.
Just slides on through, you know.
It's not fair.
Big think going on from heroes. But, I mean, really, most likely, with this current board setup, looking down a back row, a live Malay who, and a Kaliga, I'd be real surprised if heroes could push through. I mean, maybe if they hard drew a Poly and had 2 Cyclones as well as 2 monsters in hand.
He does have a 5-card hand, and heroes are known to be quite consistent. No problem.
I mean, yeah, but they're consistent because of the monster effects.
Yeah,
you know?
I was about to say, the Kaliga definitely throws a monkey wrench into the equation for him, slowing him down considerably.
A what wrench?
That's correct.
As a monkey, I take offense to that.
I thought that was a shadow.
Oh, okay. No. In that case, never mind. I untake offense. You can have your offense back.
You know who needs a fence? Cows.
True. Keep them in your pastures, guys. Farmers out there, all you farmers.
That's
Keep
why
your
the
cows
milk
locked down.
is called pasteurized, right?
Yes. Exactly. You figured it out.
And keep your eyes on them when they're in the pasture. And when they move, into your vision,
Oh
they're
no.
moving past your eyes.
Oh no. I'm so done with all of the things. Alright, though. It's gonna be a win for Sabres. Not too hard fought.
Going to 5-7 on the scoreboard. 7 in favor of Switcheroo, but not far behind our Sun Clan. They're only 1 player away.
They just need Yester to get past 2 wins, and then they set up Arthur for a good chance to pull off the comeback.
Did you say past your 2 players? Like, can you bring
No.
it back to the pasture puns?
A
I
minute.
respect it.
Wait a minute.
I probably did.
There's a Yu-Gi-Oh card in the card trader called Cattle Call. Should know that.
I mean, that is true. There's also Big Cattle Drive out there, you know?
Cattle Call is your mom's business card.
the?
Big cattle drive is when she does an in call.
What the? I'm offended. On behalf of my cow mother.
Yes, they're probably on the
Any mooers in the chat?
Shira. Yeah, where's Moo Moo? I have Moo Moo emotes. Moo? Moo, where you at? Moo.
Yeah, you're probably correct though. Likely not a ties that bind, and likely a Levelog Shira, though I suppose could be like a ties DM maybe, but probably
It's
not.
not Dark Magician unless he's rocking a Shiranui squirrel in it.
Oh my gosh.
Lance?
Summon
One time?
Squire.
We're
He
at
says,
the
man, there's only Malehu on board, there's no field spell. Maybe it's nothing. Drops the Squire and bam. Straight into a Fiendish Chain.
Squire APK countered by Fiendish APK.
Yeah, man.
She looks like she might like being chained up, you know?
Oh. Maybe.
Oh, he rips the field spell, dude.
Dude, this is just like the previous game. Basically had a pretty similar board.
True.
Here.
Although last time he had to search the Malehu, this time he's just got the cards. Alright, we'll see. Does he have the double Squire APK?
I mean, now it's more risky as the.
I was gonna say, does it even matter? Yeah.
Where's the Twister at? Hit him with the Twister one time.
He's got the cows for it.
Got the Solitaire. Says no thanks. Did not want him to search out a level 2 and get access to being able to put that in grave. Wise decision.
All these cows on the mat, and he has no back row hate. What's up with that?
Where's the Lance at? Is Yester not as pay to win as I originally thought?
I mean, Lance is... I don't know that it's a must-have in Shira's.
Can't play that card. I thought it was forbidden.
No.
Huh?
No. No! Make it stop.
It's called Forbidden Lance, monkey
Someone
boy.
help me. Please.
Because, okay, so, like, the card is called
If
Forbidden
you guys are
Lance,
out there in the chat,
but, like,
I want
the
you to
list
call
that we're
the
not allowed to play
police.
cards on is called the Forbidden and Limited list. So,
help me.
get it?
I want you to add @Heinz_Ketchum to your blocked users list. Do me a personal favor. I want you to make a YouTube channel for him, and then I want you to look up that YouTube channel. I want you to smash the dislike button on all of the videos that you're creating for him.
Dang. I just deafened myself to throw up a little after that joke. Sorry. Yeah, but
Oh man, Lap plus Malehu. That
yeah,
is...
what is he even? He actually has no chance. It's actually so sad.
Yeah, he's pretty screwed here.
His hand is probably like a level, like a Gazuki or something that he wants to level log, but he can't because of the Malehu.
Probably, yeah. I mean, the thing is like, the Malehu's a threat, the Lap is a threat. Honestly, there could be a Saber in hand making both of them live, hard to say. And then there's these back row.
The VM Floodgate, yikes. I didn't even want a Malehu.
There's an epic Shaowz in the chat. Says this Shaowz guy sounds like a big Chad. He is indeed. Shaowz, who's best girl?
Akiza.
Oh god, you messed it up this time.
Nah, I said Kappa, bro. I know it's Carly. Relax.
Okay.
Yeah, look at this imposter in chat, man.
It's actually
What the
DSOD
hell?
Teo, but that's okay.
Yeah, what the heck? Fake Shaowz in chat right now. Meanwhile, real Shaowz is here with me and Heinz.
Yeah, man. That's me.
That's him.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. You can't be Shaowz unless you walk a mile in his Tims. Fake Shaowz, get out of the chat.
Yeah, see, Dennis is saying Dark Signer Carly. See, that's a mana culture right there.
Dude, I bet this fake Shaowz doesn't even have his Carly's maxed out.
Weird.
He definitely does not.
He's like, I can't even open the new box for spellbooks. Why would I level it up?
He's too busy maxing out Sarah and Luna.
More like Leo.
Yeah,
True though. True,
And
just
Mokuba.
Leo.
And like DM Mokuba, not even like wears a nice suit Mokuba.
You open up fake Shaowz, fake chat Shaowz's his Duel Links account, and you see every single character in there is level 1, except for Leo and fake Mokuba.
Yo, see what Greg is saying? Like Shaowz today used a Shizu and Zane. Not even
Oh
using
my-
Carly.
Very
It's
questionable.
disgusting.
Not even using Rock Deck or like Level Log or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's not the real
Literally-
shit.
Right,
Literally no
Yeah.
rock deck.
right.
I heard the real Shaowz plays the rock deck exclusively on Carly because Carly makes the real Shaowz rock hard.
What the? Okay, now going for a floodgate, likely trying to.
Oh, interesting.
Okay,
Let
I
it.
was gonna say
interesting.
possibly trying to bait here.
And let it through. Okay.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that last back row is a needle ceiling
I think it's a concentrated current.
in Shira.
Ooh.
No.
On
The
the
lap was going in on the squirrel.
Oh, I thought because I said the
Concentrated
last.
current, sure knew it.
Yeah, because I literally immediately after I said the phrase, I think that last back row is a needle ceiling. You jump in and go, no, I think it's a concentrating current. And I was like,
you know what?
okay,
I like that better. I
zero
like the idea
chance.
that I said that concentrated currents is Shiranui. I like that better. Yes, let's go with that. That's exactly what I meant. And just in case he had to swing with a Sphere Karibo, he's like, I want this thing to 500. Like,
you know, if you think even a step deeper into concentrating current in this deck, it also means that they're cutting at least one level 2 in order to run
Yeah.
concentrating current.
one concentrating current, one spectral sword, just to make sure.
Yeah, man, you need that synchro access, but like, come on, concentrating current's such a good card.
Nah, you
Those
see,
OTKs though.
you banish it and then for the level 2 effect, and then you use the continuous trap return from the dark dimension
True.
to reuse it to be able to use concentrating current. You know.
Okay, yeah, no, that's pretty woke.
Mhm.
Did you say the continuous trap return from the dark dimension?
Isn't that what it's called? The UR card.
Are you thinking escape from the dark dimension?
I was gonna say there's
Oh.
escape, but
And
I
that
don't know
only
if
special
it's
summons dark
continue.
monsters that are banished.
Okay, take it back.
Now he could, no, he couldn't use it. I was about to say he could use it for Archfiend Zombie Skull, but he can't because it's not properly summoned.
I was trying to think. Rope of Life only summons from the grave. It
Yeah,
boosts
you
attack, but
discard
not
your
defense.
hand. No, see, here's what you do. This is the big brain Shiranui play that people don't think about. I play all my Shiranuis in defense, and then I set an inverse universe, and then I wait. Oh, Greg
Okay.
just said inverse as well. That's for when they inverse universe you. You just fix yourself with
Just
turn.
figure yourself.
Exactly.
True. It's the reverse meta option.
Also, you can crash with a Gazuki into a Dark Magician. Nice counter deck, nerd.
Ooh, ballistas into a back row, hits a fiendish chain. That's not the most oppressive back row.
No, he destroyed an unending nightmare.
Or unending, sorry, not fiendish chain.
Yeah,
I
I'd say Fiendish Chain
Literally
probably is
looked
the
at,
most,
at unending and I said fiendish, but yeah.
I said concentrated
unending.
current in element and invoked, so or Shiranui. Jeez. Why are we
Words.
here? We suck at this.
Who are we? Going for the level 2 banish play with the Solitaire in order to summon out level 2 back to the field. Enable some further plays. Canadia.
Archie
Gonna,
got purple spaghetti dripping off of him.
Just dripping in purple spaghetti, man. Look at that.
Palms are sweaty, dripping in
His
purple
knees
spaghetti.
are weak. Man's all over the place. Dashing any hopes that that Yasser had though of going for that young OTK over the 800 lap. Though admittedly only one remaining pack row.
He could use that concentrating current to boost the Archery and Zombie Skull up to 3,700.
True. Very relevant use for that. Typically 3,700 is a very important threshold in this game, so
It's lethal
You know.
when combined with a Sphere Karibo. Of course, you have to do it over 2 turns because of the limitations of current.
yep, true. So the old 1-2 punch over the course of not one but 2 turns.
The old Sphere Karibo Archfiend Zombie Skull 1-2 punch with concentrating current for 2 turns.
The signature combo.
Speaking of concentrating
Ooh, it
current,
was the current. Okay.
now, of course, when you did mention it, I of course was referring to the card that he had set last in the back row from Misaka. That's what I had thought you meant, but then you meant the last card
Yeah.
that was remaining in the back row for Shiryu.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair. I get you.
Greg correctly pointing out that it beats over opposing Sun Saga, Block Dragon, and Reactor Dragon. You guys actually remember
True.
when occasionally we would play Concentrating Current in Ancient Gears?
No, I don't think I ever played that.
Really?
I mean, you could. It would be super mega OTK, but I don't know if I ever played
the reason.
it. Greg, there is no we in that statement.
I mean, Dragulator was the Ancient Gear expert, so he would know.
So thinking about Yasser's position here, based on potential back row he could have, I feel like he's in a pretty tough spot. If his middle set is what I had suspected, which is a needle ceiling, the other would have to be something that baits out that lap in order to stop the negate. A ballista would be able to pop one of these monsters, but it would not, due to his 700 points, it would not save him. So he really needs like 2 good back row here, which I don't know.
Needs a wall of heat.
He needs 2 wads at this point. Needle ceiling would be dead if he did have it. I think he just well, he could have Karibo actually. What am I talking about? I mean, there's clear delay. Yep. So there's a Karibo. Nice. Well done. Well done. Well done. Keeping the 800 lap in attack mode. Now is staring down 2 new sets. So potential new threats here.
I really do like to think about Sphere Karibo from like a logistic and design perspective, in that you know, the regular Karibo, much like myself on prom night, explodes at the slightest touch, and that's how it protects you from damage. Whereas the Sphere Karibo, I like the idea that you just kind of like throw a marble at your opponent and they just slip on it and fall into defense position.
They're like, whoa!
Yeah, it's just like some
didn't see
Scooby-Doo
that
shit.
coming.
You know? Like, wow!
Get him. Alright, he's doing it, man. He's going for it. He's going all the way in. Actually, but that's not lethal.
You see if he has a.
A black pendant would be lethal.
Aquaplayer says the prom night thing was so nonchalant.
If he has a lance for the Lapulia, and then he had. Okay, never mind. Actually, the master wrong.
I'm telling, dude, black pendant would be pretty wild. Cause see, you drop back black pendant here, and like, what are your opponent's choices, right?
Yeah, you just
They
slap that thing
either-
with the ballista squad, it hits the grave, and yeah.
Well, not even that, man. Like, what's your opponent's choices? Either they let you boost up to 5k and swing overlap for lethal, or they lap negate the black pendant and it gets destroyed, and you
And
lose
then
the
it's lethal.
500 anyway.
Unbelievable.
I'm
honestly.
telling you, dude, black pendant 3 of in all your decks. Try it out. Let me know how it goes. Run it in the competitive events that you have coming up. Alright.
Yasser really doesn't have a lance. He could have made a comeback there.
So you're saying black pendants matter?
That's true. I am. Black pendants. Very important. Very important part of the deck, alright?
It comes up. This is twice now.
It does. There's several situations when Black Pendant would have just been game. What the?
He's going in with the Squire. He's not going to give him Destiny draw.
Okay, that's fair. Especially since he can't get lethal.
Albeit,
He's gonna swing over Alistair next, which, you know, isn't a huge deal either way. But
And
it would get fused off anyways, I guess.
yeah, it's still just as feasible from either position.
and stoppable by the same card. Like say there was a Lancia available. It's going to stop the fusion either way.
Yep.
Oh, he's got a fusion reserve.
Fusion Reserve, Canadia.
Goated.
What I'm wondering here, honestly, and maybe there just wasn't a Lance, but there could maybe have been a Lance, and it was getting saved for. Well, no, because he put Alistair at grave. I was gonna say maybe it was getting saved for Alistair, but
Yeah, you would have left
never mind.
it around for sure. I like that
Thinking out loud.
this Paleozoic Canadia right now has the stats of a Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer.
Yeah, man, that thing's thick. You know, they say the lore of Kaiku is that he was born off of a Canadia that spent too long near the Palace of the Elemental Lords.
Huh.
Yeah, that's where it comes from.
I'm gonna ask Celebrity Circus if that's actually his backstory.
Yeah, that's where he was. That's how he was born, man. Fun
I didn't even
fact.
think he was from Canada. Now, he did summon an Alistair the Invoker here, so if there's the Lancia. See, I told
Oh.
you. That brain huge, dude.
Oh my gosh,
This guy's a genius.
man's crazy. Oh, he's gonna put the level 2 engrave. But what if there's a ballista?
Let's see
No,
the
Yasser's-
graveyard here of
Yes.
Yasser.
Yasser is free to play. He used all his cash on heroes.
There's a ballista.
Okay, take it back. Take it back.
That's the Canadia, knowing that that is a monster that is otherwise unaffected by monster effects, so would not be able to be popped by
Sons of
by
God.
the level 10, the Sun Saga that's on its way.
The
Goes
comeback?
into that level 6. Does what?
Is this the comeback by Yasser?
Yeah, I mean,
I
remember
think
we were
so,
saying he was
man.
in such a bad spot with that Fiendish Chain and like the Malehu on the board.
This also enables him to make a push for, either lethal or nothing, meaning that it wouldn't trigger D-draw if there is like a weird Karibo in the hand. He
I
does
think
get to
if-
pop 2.
Yeah, wait. Oh, I was about to say if he has like another 7, he could definitely play around Karibo, but
There's that spherical Rebo.
Yeah, so that is a problem. But there could be, other, important. He could have another Lancia,
Yeah,
is what I'm trying
yeah,
to say,
maybe.
or various back row now that are live that could stop a purge push potentially.
I feel like 2 Lancia makes sense.
Well, he's only got 2 cards left in the deck, so if he
That's
does
true.
have-
He's drawn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's held those 3 cards for a while, so
I think also a fair point. He did not, or apparently does not, have any at least strong level 4 in hand. Otherwise, he probably would have summoned and pushed.
yeah, if he had a Kazuki, he would have went for it to go for lethal, then I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
maybe
a,
the second Spectral's
He doesn't
word.
have
No Lancia. Potentially either not the second one in the deck or literally a second one in the deck.
I was about to say,
Okay, has Floodgate.
Wait, but then he has to stop another one. Alistair can get summoned
He might
again.
deck out. And we do
No,
notice
we'll see.
as well that he has 2 Spectral Sword now banished, so confirming no concentrating current.
Yeah, unfortunately, as surprising as that is to all of us here.
Yeah, man.
Color me surprised.
So it has 3 cards. Okay, okay, just goes for the pass. Could be another Karibo on Saber's side.
I mean,
Another new
with an
back row.
Alistair,
Second new back row. Gonna board clear here. Oh my gosh, this is so...
Boy, if he has
Scary.
double Alistair, it's over. You can't
Yeah,
beat them. I don't
I
think
mean,
you
if
can
he
beat
had
that
double Alistair, it might have been over either way.
there's one.
There's one.
You know, just gonna save
Okay.
the perk.
one. Okay. Okay.
It's just swinging with Hadez over Kanadia.
Yeah, he's stalling for Deco and Con.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, this Sheer or Yasser as a Sheer player only has 1 remaining turn to make a push.
Localized tornado one time.
Localized tornado, show us that cow. Ooh.
It's pronounced moo. Not ooh.
Okay, true, fair. That does go into a Malehu, which... Is that Malehu still alive? Oh, he's...
That thing's an invader of darkness.
He's not able to push for lethal. He can do 50 or 550.
Well, the Perpetrio, of course, has been floodgated, so can't move into the attack position.
Yeah. What he really needs here is a needle sealing, man. Floodgate, okay.
And now he has no cards left in deck.
Ballista, okay.
He does have it.
Pop the perg, I guess. Okay.
Does he have like a 3rd Squire in the hand, maybe? Nope.
Does he have... Is this even lethal? No. I don't...
Oh, and still a Sphere Karibo too. He's just like, no, you're not clearing it. Look at that
It was-
2700 Malehu.
I'm pretty sure my math is correct. That was 50 short of lethal, I think. I think that was 3250.
Yes, so it was 50 off. Dang.
Actually,
easy.
wait.
Should have just left it then. That
Yeah,
would've been nuts.
it was 3250.
Fiendish
Bruh.
Chain. Just gonna show him what he's got.
Whoa,
Change
this guy is.
himself.
Dang, what a pay-to is, see? Pay-to win.
Double Prismatic Fiendish Chain being flipped up here from Yasser.
Woo, you have flip-flopped on whether or not Yasser is pay to win far too many times in this one duel.
He's chaining up his own monsters. He's like, your pathetic monsters are not getting to touch
Nah.
my shiny chains.
No chance. But yeah, I just love how like every other card Yasser would show, Wulad would be like, man, this guy's pay to win, or he'd be like, nah, no way he has this card, that's a pay to win card.
He is free to play, but somebody gifted him those prismatic fiendish chains, you know?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, oh for sure.
I need friends
Ah,
like
but-
Yasser.
I've
do
never
have-
seen anybody backpedal as many times as Wulad in this duel.
Dude, how do you not have Forbidden Lance? It was in the Dark Lord box and the Fortune Lady box. It was like one of the best boxes that we had in a while. Like, I don't understand how we had
I
0.
don't think it was that he didn't own any.
You never played any, though.
I mean, I think
the only-
he
it's the only
opted to
way.
not put them in his deck, but I don't think it was because he doesn't own
I-
them.
Why would you not?
I mean, I don't think it's necessarily a mandatory card in Shira. I don't know,
Okay,
man.
what's your opinion, Heinz? You're a Shira player.
I think Yasser is barely scraping the poverty line, and just
Nah,
doesn't own
I meant like if Lats is
them.
a main deck card or not for Shira.
I think it's a great card. I really like it. I think that it has a lot of uses where it can open up lethal in certain positions because of the attack reduction. It's great for stopping your opponent from fusing off your materials by hitting their Alistair. I think it's a great card to have.
Dude, how do you know how Decade always like shows like certain cards and he's like, oh, this is the percentage of cards, or the deck that has this percent of cards, this percent of copies. How do you do that? Like it would be like 100% if you both played 3 Alistairs and Element Sabers. How do you guys do
Like-
that feature?
Like,
Is
how
that
do you
one
do
of
it on
his
the
DLM
website?
Pro things?
Yeah. Oh, is it a deal on Pro thing? Yeah, I ain't paying him anything. Right.
Is it? I actually don't know. I
It's not.
use the website for certain things and not as much for others. Is it?
Monkey Boy uses the website purely to get information on deck building from the chat function.
Okay.
No, I actually get most of my best deck building tips, to be honest, from Global Chat in the app. There's a lot of good discourse that goes on in that Global Chat feature.
I go to Game A.
Ooh, Game A is another really good resource. I highly recommend anyone check it out if you're not 100% familiar. Very helpful though. No, honestly, you know, I obviously I knocked it, and obviously it's not too amazing, but like low-key, global chat in the game has slowly but surely started to be less spam and less just random garbage, and like I occasionally see people having real conversations in there, and I'm like, what are you doing?
What about the 9999999 gems sites, bro? Those aren't legit anymore.
I mean, that's obviously how most of us built our original like deck fortunes, was from all those great deals that were in there. And those, some fake ones do still show up every now and then, but it's less of those, and there's some actual real conversations that happen sometimes.
This guy just discarded a Dark Magical Circle with a Divine Wrath and did not play a Dark Magical Circle at all.
What the?
And why didn't you save D-Wrath for the Lapula? What?
I just... What other...
Oh, you can kill it now.
What 4 other cards
I don't know.
are in his hand that were not worth discarding over Circle?
But he didn't play turn 1?
Wait, what?
Do we know for sure that he had it turn 1?
No, he didn't go turn 1 though. He went turn 1 against the Lapula.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, he went into lap, so the Circle was dead either way. Okay.
No, I know, but like,
Wow.
you could Divine Wrath the Lapula though. Why Divine Wrath the Alistair? That's such a tough call. Yikes. Unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough call either way. But the Alistair's a more immediate threat, I think.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
I mean, this is a terrible spot for Arthur. This lap.
Yeah, it's not a great spot either way.
I actually have. This is like the first time in a while I've seen Easyper streak. Like hard.
I was noticing that, you know, this week especially, if you look at tournament performances, they're kind of all over the place.
Honestly, I feel like that's been...
He's got unending.
Oh,
Bruh.
wow. Bruh.
Alright, good night.
Man, it's crazy. Yeah, that's mega game in so many ways.
5-9 score right there. I'm not even gonna bother.
Yeah. Yeah, we can just consider that won by Sabres.
Actually, feels so bad. This guy probably has like like the illusion, and then he has like one normal DM in hand, but he can't do anything.
No
Because of
disrespect to
Lapula.
Arthur, but I'm marking it up.
See,
Yeah.
this is why you saving the Divine Wrath for Lapula. Now you have like 3 dead cards in hand. Like, I think you could have done something against.
Jonesy says Monkey gonna be a streamer soon?
Am I? Dude, I wish. I wish I had a PC for it and some non-jank internet. You know? Internet I could fix pretty easy on my own if I had the, you know, other equipment to stream. I actually would like to. I just, you know, need to at one point in my life bite the bullet on a gaming PC probably. I may,
You have to like
Yeah.
always change like the names and the score and stuff.
True.
Monkey Boy
True,
streaming
true.
from the cornfields of Nebraska?
Straight out of the cornfields.
Dang, Monkey Cam went. True.
Dude, I would actually, if I streamed personally, I don't have anything against having a face cam on personally. I would for sure do that.
Alright, post the GoFundMe link for
The only thing I would say is that
JPC.
I would be worried about the female population of Duel Links because oh my, Monkey makes it wet, dude.
Just hearing the words female population and of Duel Links together at the same time.
Now, all 3 of those girls are gonna be
I was gonna say all the girls that we can count on one hand. All of Sharon, Sophie, Daddy. Who else do we have that's a female Duel Links player? I'm drawing a blank on a few. Rez.
Serenity.
Serenity, obviously.
And you know they can't count on one hand because that one hand is going to be busy with the monkey face cam up.
Aichan, too. True.
I chance a girl.
True.
Of course. Big fan of Aichan.
Apps. True.
Don't see that thought.
That thought.
The real Andy saying.
No, but the fake Andy saying is, I heard.
Oh, okay.
Heard he's a girl for sure. Nerd chick.
Nerd
Obviously
chick.
a girl. Chick in the name. Clearly, duh. Shaowz Fox. Come on, keep them coming.
Brims,
Who
obviously.
else? Out them all. This is what are we calling this?
Oh, Beowulf.
Gia.
Actually,
This is-
I actually casted with Beowulf.
Is Beowulf? I don't even know if I know Beowulf.
She's the Australian girl.
Are you guys seeing this?
Yeah,
This guy
the current to get over the Magician of Dark
Oh
Illusion.
my god.
Bruh, this guy actually just not letting him play. Oh my god.
This duel.
This duel actually, yikes.
This duel. For like the 20 of us that were in, this is gonna be a real specific and really major throwback, but for the like 20 of us that were in a pillow talk a very long time ago when All Day called Mitch's girlfriend or texted her or something in the hangout, there was also that one girl who dropped by and chatted with us out of nowhere, and then we never heard from her again. So that counts. That's about as real of a Yu-Gi-Oh girl as you're gonna get.
Oh, Egglina, Egg's daughter, future duelist. Does that count?
I know Lee the Kitty sometimes hangs out in Discord. Does she play though?
Actually, I don't know.
I
Wow,
don't
Lee the
know if
Kitty's
she
actually a
has one.
throwback. I think she stopped playing.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen her play in a long time. She was super cool though. I miss her actually.
You had a weird tone in your voice there, bud. That was some real simp shit. But I'm about
Oh
to
my
hear
God.
the Simpsons theme. You
Get
know?
out of here. She was just one of the OG
Yeah.
players. I miss anybody who used to play. Slowly but surely, people
Monkey
die
Boy
off,
about to
man.
send flowers and shit. Oh my god.
Send
Sell me your
egregious amounts of
bathwater.
money. Not even expecting anything in return.
Aqua Glider says, Monkey Boy, they wrote a book titled after you. Diary of a Simpy Kid.
Yeah.
Oh my god, get out of here. I'm not simping. I hate all of you. Oh my God,
You know who would
Shaowz
say,
pops
I'm not
in.
simping? A simp.
That's true. Oh my god, Shaowz he immediately pops in once simping comes up. He's too ready. He is concerningly ready.
Monkey Simp 44.
You guys caught me.
I once went on Leave the Kitty's Instagram page, and all the comments were just Monkey Boy, like, hey, hey, hey.
It's just me being that. It's just me being that creepy Instagram guy who's like comments on every single one of a girl's photos and is like, "You are so beautiful in this photo," and then like 8 emojis.
Be like my queen.
It's like a picture of somebody in a bikini. He's like, you have beautiful eyes.
Yeah, that's me. That's my thing. You guys caught me.
You should come over to my place. I'll play you Wonderwall on the guitar.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Dang, Monkey's mistake was not at mentioning in DMs. That gets all the ladies. Dang,
Oh yeah,
don't.
they love that.
Monkey Boy recently got Twitter, and everything he has is actually just subtweets of like random lines of poetry, talking about ladies.
Yeah, that's me as well. Really, if there's a simp thing to do that you guys can come up with, like, I've probably done it. You know, that's you guys. You're outing me. It all comes out here on stream, guys.
No skeletons left in this closet.
Not here. Not today. No skull servants in my closet. Okay.
Nice.
Had to keep it Yu-Gi-Oh.
Somebody no mortal can resist at Monkey Boy's closet. And he's cleaning it out. Sorry, mama. Herald of the Abyss coming through, though. Hey, he's got that top tier tech to deal with that lad.
They might have planted any of my non-simp thoughts.
This guy, Misaka had 25 cards in Hard Druid Palace and Lapula.
I thought he drew or searched it. No, he did. He just hard drew it. You're correct.
No, he just 7'd it.
Women are temporary. DP is forever.
That's true.
Like,
remember that next KC Cup, guys.
oh, dual points.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Oh no. Heinz, whatever you're thinking, I want you to stop right there.
Fine.
Monka TOS.
Look at him.
To be fair though,
Usually, the longer
DP
you
is
DP,
forever.
the
You don't
more
forget that
temporary the
shit,
women
right?
are.
oh my god.
The tie
Magician's
that
Rod beat
binds.
down.
Let's go for lethal right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's really hoping that there's no. Oh, okay, Karibo.
Now he didn't actually.
First?
He didn't save the Karibo. He actually went and used it right away.
This guy gets D-draw regardless. He
Can it-
has the unending
I mean,
to trigger
True.
himself.
true.
But I mean, he didn't have to put himself in a
Blast.
position where.
Illusion magic into DM. Dang.
Oh,
you know,
could be a certain
Illusion
face down
magic
that
on
would
your
get
own
some value
thing.
there.
Yeah, and before it's a drowning. Yikes.
could you imagine?
I actually think I would just like surrender it there if it was actually a drowning.
Floodgate, not enough. Nice.
Yay.
Well done, Arthur.
The repeat, the
go.
only repeat so far of this war coming through for Arthur as he makes sure that nobody on the Sun Clan squad goes 0-2.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Well done, man. Stop the wrath of that Saber deck. Now they did have to burn a repeat on DM, which is a little, I don't know, nerve-wracking.
I mean, he's the last player. I think it's.
Yeah, but it means that their last deck is DM, which means that it has to beat, you know, how many other decks here? 4.
I mean, luckily,
Yeah, I
DM can
expect
time
at
a
least
helmet against
one.
it.
I expect at least one Black Wings to come in and try to repeat to beat Arthur before it's too late.
Yeah.
It's funny though that
Yeah,
you would
sir.
see Arthur, who is a known aardvark, using an insect deck.
Very suspicious, you know? Very suspicious. But no, yeah, to anybody, you know, giving me crap about the repeat comment, it wasn't that they needed to save the repeat, it was that they were locking themselves into DM as their final deck,
So I said, hey,
which is a
what
deck that has
wonderful kind of
weaknesses.
day. We could learn to laugh and play and get along with each other. You're supposed to keep
All
talking.
right.
Don't just like let me solo. Right? Just keep going. I'll just backdrop. Get this music going. In the
Yeah,
back.
you can just keep going. Don't worry. I'll do some casting. All right, so we see Cyber Dragon come
I
in,
don't know
which is
any more
another one of.
words to that song.
I don't either, actually, unfortunately.
Cyber
that's all
Dragon with a Cyber Dragon mat for intimidation.
Yeah, man. Watch it be cyber style vampires that can't use the monsters to tribute anymore.
We did
But
see
the mat is a bait.
Dude, it's gonna be Drake Unity with Cyber Style.
We did see Master of Fusion Lunalights win the PCT this week.
Oh yeah, it might be. Not wrong.
And I mean, Lunalights hard counters Dark Magician. You slap down a Saber Dancer, what are they even doing?
Honestly,
Floodgate.
you make a fair point. I mean,
Oh,
Floodgate,
it's
but are you going to win that deck out?
Yo, Master of Fusion right now. You
Oh.
whoa.
Hit Divine Wrath again!
Oh my gosh. He needed that to negate the core.
He really needed that.
Effing shit.
Honestly, he needed multiple back row, though, and he needed one of them to be Nav as well. Like, he's not in a great spot either way.
He hard drew the cybernetic fusion support. I F in chat, boys and girls.
I think that's it, guys. But I mean, you know, no fault of Arthur's, but that's just Cyber Dragon doing Cyber Dragon stuff.
Wait, make Cyber Red Dragon and hit him with the concentrating current one time.
Do what you won't.
Yeah, you won't. Oh. Oh, okay. I actually thought he was going to. Actually,
What's the Arthur's sister's name that Big Daddy had as her?
GW.
DW.
Mhm.
No, Arthur. Rip. Rip the dream.
Alright, Shaowz gonna take it home for Switcheroo, moving the score to 10-6.
And that's it. Yet another break from the streak of Heinz and I casting 10-8 and aboves.
That's true. I mean,
It's a weird
it does seem
meta, you
that
know?
if we do games that have, like if we have a third caster, a lot of the time...
That's a good point.
That's me.
Yeah. The third caster is
nice
it's
that
one of the
we've
variables.
been letting some people into our little club here, too.
I know. Woo, thanks for hanging out, man. It's been awesome having you. I think hopefully chat / the viewers have enjoyed.
My name is Shaowz.
Yes, thank you,
Oh, that's
Shaowz,
true.
for
Real
joining us.
Shaowz, it's been great having you.
You're welcome.
You are a real Shaowz.
Was one. That's me.
Alright, well, thank you, everybody, for joining us. I do not have any more Team Wars games this weekend. I'm doing the Pharaoh's Champion circuit tomorrow, so hopefully you guys can come hang out, do that. Be live at 1. Don't miss any Team Wars action either. Better get those multi-streams popping. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you to Shaowz or Wulad, depending on who you ask, and my good friend Monkey Boy. Thank you guys for joining me, and I guess I'll see one of you in team chat.
Bye.
Yes, ladies and gents. Any last words, guys?
Nope, just my usual thanks to, you know, co-casters for hanging out and doing some streaming, and thanks to chat for hanging out with us for this this war tonight and watching.
Okay.
Appreciate y'all.
Let's just get one thing clear. You are the co-caster. I am the caster.
Yeah, we're all co-casters, okay?
No,
We're casting cooperatively.
This is a monarchy. I run the show.
Fine. Sorry, Dad.
I am your boss. No, you're not getting paid. Alright, bye guys. Have yourselves a good night. And happy 4th of
See you
July
guys.
for
Happy
those of you
4th.
that are having it.
Yeah, stay safe on 4th of July.
Yeah.